Welcome back to the Craftverse series, episode 337. And it's been quite a number of in-game days since the last time I was on camera for you guys. You might notice a significant jump in the days played counted up at the top. That is because I have been doing a massive amount of duping. I think I finally finished all the duping that I really want to do, at least for the time being. I know I've said that before, but at least this time, I kind of mean it. So let's head on down to the duper storage. I have filled out a ton of the nether section. Literally everything in here has stuff in it. And I don't just mean the place markers. I mean, I went ahead and duped up all these cool things. I have smooth quartz, I have chiseled, I have bricks, I have all the ores. I even went ahead and did sponges, which is going to be very, very handy for when I need to do some ocean clearing. I don't have to worry about fetching all of them. I can just leave a couple of them at the bottom of the ocean if necessary. I also went ahead and did all my storage capability, all my workstations. I even did all the crafters. I've done just about every single thing in here, and I never have to worry about item frames or levers, even bookshelves. The only thing in here I haven't done is the regular furnaces, because those are just so easy and basic, I don't want to bother. But I have all of these things filled. There's a couple of things on these end caps that I don't have massively duped. Most of these skulk bits I do have, I just don't have these things. I'm not going to bother because I'm not likely to die, and even if I do, I don't really care about the goods that I'm losing. But I have the ability to build with heavy cores, and even with conduits if I so choose. I don't really need these, but I did dupe them up as well. Also, all of the items in here have full sets of chests, so no matter what build palette I need to use, I'm pretty much good, and that includes these. Now, I do have a build planned for today, but we're going to get to that momentarily. I just want to show off all of the work I've been putting into making sure I can do all of the builds that I want to do. I even went ahead and duped up a ton of bee nests, dead bushes, and recently through watching XP Crafted on Hermitcraft, I've noticed that mangrove roots that are waterlogged are really good for compact farms, so I went ahead and duped those up. Now, I do not care for this mushroom block, but I also went ahead and duped up a bunch of those. I didn't dupe as many of them. If I don't plan on using a ton of them, I'm not going to worry about overly filling these chests. But I did get a bunch of the flowering and the standard is wait, that's acacia. Oh, that said acacia leaf. That's supposed to say azalea leaf. Is that over here? What? Did I dupe up the wrong thing or just put them in the wrong location? I think I put them in the wrong location. The acacia is supposed to be across from these, and it's not here. So, I guess I put them in the wrong location. My bad. I thought I duped up azalea leaves. Oh well. I also went ahead and filled out the majority of my potion room and named anything that I would need to grab because a lot of the potions do look similar. So it's nice to just go, oh, I need the oozing potion or I need the harming potion, because I do have that farm in the sky for what the heck is it called? The Creakings. I have those, and that farm relies on having a bunch of potions of harming. Just throw them at them, and it'll automatically trigger over a clock, so it works. I have visibility, strength, and on this side I have water breathing right next to fire res and swiftness with slow falling. I've got a few extra spots, so if you can think of any potions I may have missed that could be useful, I might just dupe those up as well. But this area is coming together quite nicely. I've also added in some storage for the lesser used bits that are potions on the right side, and on the left side is mainly for things to use for armor trims, which, as you might notice, I still haven't used a trim material or a trim on my armor. Granted, I did dupe a bunch of it, so I didn't really have a need to. I'd rather it be base form so I can go ahead and decide what I want to put on a given set. But I can put any of the good stuff, and any of the other remaining colors are pretty much going to be found in the metals room, but we'll get to that momentarily. I also added in these little shulker stations, which I did grab at least one of each material that I can use for armor trims, so I'm pretty much set no matter what coloration or pattern I want to use. I even have the netherite off here in the corner. Yeah, I've been very, very, very busy duping. I'm really tired of using that duping mechanism, to be fair. And I did move the other maces in here. Those are just the ones that are from the base, so it'll be a tad less laggy going in there. And because I need one of these, which one is the one that has the least amount? I'll just grab one of these. Just so I have some while I'm out and about. I went ahead and also duped up the ominous potions, and I'm keeping them in the armory, so it's nice and easy to find. Now, if we go back upstairs, I can showcase more of the sandstone variants of things that I've duped up. But I do also need to grab a couple of things for the build that we're going to be doing, so I'll just do a quick checklist, see if there's anything in here I'm gonna need. Not particularly. Nothing over on this wall. Building blocks, yes, I will be needing. So I'm going to go ahead and grab what I need out of these chests real quick. Tough brick. Chiseled bricks. Is there anything out of these that I would want? Probably some of these for slabs. Ah, resin. That's the word I was looking for with the creakings. Yes. I don't need that at the moment, but I have them for when I do. No, don't need any of these. So we're going to go upstairs in just a moment, but first I need to grab something from the workstation depot. Know what I'm gonna do? Boop. Here we go. Whenever I need one, I'll just come up and grab one. These are going to be one of the more prevalent things I need in these builds, so. Is there any room left in here? Not particularly. Ooh, I will be needing a thing of chests though, so that's perfect. Over here I have hoppers. I'll need a ton of those. I don't want to grab them from the bottom. I'm doing it kind of backwards. I'm trying to grab things from the top. And I kind of need a couple of these, but not a great deal. But you don't stack, so I'm actually just gonna take you with me. Get you back. Okay. And I'm gonna need these and these. Oh, I also went ahead and included everything in here, honey block and slime block, so I can make flying machines down the line. The only things in this entire room I haven't duped up are these two bits that have absolutely nothing in the chests. I don't really need note blocks for the most part, unless that's part of a flying machine, so I'm not too phased. I do now need to go upstairs and go into the redstone and iron boxes, because I will be needing boatloads of this. I probably should have a thing of wood along with this just to make the torches. That'll do. Actually, I might need another one. Yeah, I'll grab two because that's going to be a major wall block component. And then these and these. Like I said, the build that I have is pretty big. That should be good. Let's go ahead and grab one of each of these ones. And then I do need to have a box of netherite, because that's going to be my floor of choice for the very base. I don't need any of these. I haven't duped up too many of the ores, so I'm not really sure how many of them I'm going to need. These, however, very easily going to need 2 boxes. I think we're pretty much set now. The only thing is I do need to run back downstairs and grab some of the wood because I need sticks. There's one with wood, right? That's cherry leaves. Nope, okay, it's not in this one. I've got some on the surface, but that's in the duper, so. What do I not care about? Oak. Wait, is that regular oak? No, regular oak's over here. Let's clean up the inventory just a bit. Those will be necessary. You will not. You will. You will not. You may. It doesn't clean up much at all, but it does clean up just a little bit, and that's really all I asked it for. Okay. Did I grab one? No, that's chests. Okay. Come here. Alright, I think we're golden now. Let's just try to sleep real quick. Okay, monsters are far enough away that that won't be a problem. Alright, time to get building. Run up the top here. Now, I did a mock-up of this build. Ooh, actually, I should grab some glass. That's the wrong room. This is the glass room. Yeah. We're gonna grab that. And now we're set. Okay. Now, I think I might have solved for why I'm having a bit of lag here. It's a combination of that every time the day and night cycle changes. That monstrosity being so high up and loading in. And when I carved out space for this duper, there was also a bit of landscaping that needed to be done. And that meant I needed to seal up a hole, but in doing so, I also opened it up. So right underneath here, there's a hole that I partially closed in. And let's just say there were a few mobs that picked up the dirt blocks, and now they're permanently loaded. Yeah, and I don't really have a way down there to kill them. So every time the world loads, I see them in the brief bit of X-ray, and they just taunt me. They're like, "Oh, yes, you failed to kill me. Haha, now I'm going to make your world slow. Suck it, nerd." Also, this thing fills up really fast, so thank you to Thonk MC for this design. I have extended it, obviously, from the original design, but yeah, it's been quite helpful. I didn't have a great supply of bamboo initially, but I kind of do now. Alright, I need to go place some of these shulkers down. The build site. Oh my, lag. The world is loading. I placed a boatload of torches over here, so hopefully things won't spawn in and explode. At least not right away. Okay. So let's grab... place these down. You are the roadblocks, so I'm going to put you here. No, not right there specifically. Right here, because you won't be in the way right there. Okay. Don't need those off the bat. Those can probably go in a chest for now if there's any room. You, however, are a building block. Chiseled. You are a building block. You're a floor block. Okay. Honestly, I think this is fine. I just need to pause this for a second so I can pull up my image for reference. And now we're good to go. Okay. This actually needs to expand out into a diamond shape. So let's do that. Now that I've made a little bit of space in my inventory, we're pretty much golden. One, two, three, and then that one is the other thing. Actually, I do want to have you there. Give me the grass block. Thank you. Okay. Okay, we're going to plop those in. Grab some more of these. Then I also need to grab a stack of these. Not too worried about the clock. I can pretty much tell what time it is while I'm out here. We're going to be expanding this inward. And the cool thing about this is right here, there's going to be a wall block. And that's going to go all the way out to the extension where this ends. So this one needs to spread to, this is the end of the diamond. Let me actually fill this in and go from there. It's easier to tell what you're doing when you have the full range of visuals available. It's good. This actually does get that. And then you are part of the inside. Okay. Alright, so now with this, 1, 2, 3, 4 little sections, and then it curves. 1, 2, 3, boop. Just so I math this out correctly. It's 2 sections, 3 sections, 4. Okay. That makes this easy. Oop. And boop. Now we can, well, for right now, I'm going to leave that because I don't have any of the lanterns, which I also didn't grab. So that was one thing that I did not have the inventory space for. So we need to swap you, you, you. Actually, you stay. This is how I make my curves. 3, and we go 2 in, and then 2 in, but the second one is that. And I replace that and this with the pedestals, to which I can then place the other things on. Bad. 1, 2, and 3. It should all line up properly in this arrangement. And get the most of this area in. And I'll just swap the things once I get the pedestals in. Okay, so it's just the pieces that actually have those. All right, around the corner is another 4. Should be well enough lit that it's not a problem. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. It's 3 segments. So I need to do a 4th one. And then it arcs inward. Beautiful. And this being the interior side, I can just do 1, 2, 3. Chicken, you're making me nervous. Well, that's your own fault. This is a construction site. Did you see all the torches? Let's get all of this turned into pathing. We see any mobs anywhere? Just horse, sheep, chicken, more or less fine. Don't see any boom mobs, so we're all right. All right, let's go 2, 3, and then we'll connect this up. Oh boy, I need to go get more. Wrong one. That one. So we could just put you in there for right now so you're out of the way. Probably gonna need about that many. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now this is where you go outwards because you'll line up perfectly with the portal, whatever design I decide to go with. 3, pop. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I can convert everything in the middle of this into path, and then we'll continue on the stretch. Essentially going to be doing this around the entirety of the build perimeter. Okay. Because of the direction I'm going next, I want to make sure it's daytime. So one of you is not able to sleep. All right. Everybody to work. Nobody follow me. They can have their jobs for the moment. It keeps them busy. It keeps them from wandering around like nitwits. Oh, why is there so much lag over here? Okay, that is a ridiculous amount of lag. 1, 2, 3, boop. 1, 2, 3, boop. That is the third section. Don't be doing that. And fourth section. You're underneath me somewhere. Not a fan of that. Okay, segment added. Let's stretch this one down. All right. Now we can just do 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the tricky bit, those two additionals changed out for lamppost. You're very close underneath. This is like a layer or two max between us. All right, we are about halfway exactly. And the next bit I'm going to have to do is clearing out a bit more of that hillside, I think, and then we should be set. But that is exactly the 30-minute mark, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here where I don't hear the zombie groaning in my ear the whole time. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the actual building episode. Yes, Mr. Pig, thank you for your contribution to this conversation.